It was our 10th anniversary, a milestone I had imagined celebrating in style. A night full of laughter, memories, and the warmth of friends and family. I had planned everything meticulously. The decorations, the music, even the cake, hoping it would remind her of the years we had built together. But nothing could have prepared me for the sight that greeted me the moment I walked into the hall. She was standing there, Isabella, smiling, not with joy or nostalgia, but with pride. In her hands were the divorce papers, crisp and official, and the way she held them, almost triumphantly, made it clear she wanted everyone to see. My friends laughed, some joking, some stunned, but everyone except me. My chest tightened, my stomach churned, and for a moment, the noise of the party faded into a deafening silence in my mind. I tried to speak, to approach her, but the words caught in my throat. Every step toward her felt heavy, like walking through water. I saw the whispers, the sideways glances, the subtle smirks of acquaintances who clearly found the spectacle amusing. Isabella's eyes met mine, calm and calculating, as if she had rehearsed this moment down to the last detail. She had made her announcement not in private, not with a quiet dignity, but on stage, in front of everyone who mattered, or thought they did. The room buzzed with awkward laughter, but for me it was surreal. The woman I had loved, the woman I had planned to grow old with, had weaponized our anniversary, turning what should have been a celebration into her personal declaration of victory. My mind raced back through our years together, birthdays, vacations, late-night talks, compromises made and promises kept, all seemingly meaningless in the face of her theatrical display. I walked up to her, each step measured but burning with disbelief. "Isabella," I said, trying to keep my voice steady, though inside I was anything but. She looked at me, her smile unshaken, almost mockingly polite. "Surprised?" she asked lightly, her tone casual, as if she were asking about the weather. I couldn't respond immediately. I felt the weight of the papers in her hands, the symbol of everything I thought we shared, now a tool for humiliation. My friends continued to laugh, some nervously, sensing the tension but not daring to intervene. Isabella had orchestrated this perfectly, every look, every gesture, every ripple of laughter feeding into the spectacle she had created. The laughter around us continued, but it felt distant, like I was underwater. I watched as Isabella casually handed the papers to a friend nearby, still smiling, as if sharing a joke that only she found funny. My mind reeled. How could someone treat the end of a marriage, the end of 10 years of shared life, as a punchline? The celebration I had so carefully planned was now a stage for her personal triumph, and I was cast as the unwitting victim. I stepped back, trying to regain composure, but the words escaped me. "Isabella, why?" I managed, finally, voice strained, cutting through the chatter. She tilted her head, still smiling, almost enjoying my discomfort. "Why not?" she replied lightly, as if our years together were trivial, easily discarded. "We're done." I wanted everyone to know. The room quieted slightly at my confrontation. Some of our friends exchanged uneasy glances, sensing the shift in tension. Isabella, however, remained poised, unshaken, radiating a calm confidence that both infuriated and stunned me. She had turned a night meant for celebration into a demonstration of control, and every moment of her composure was a reminder of how little I truly understood the person I had loved. I remembered our morning together, how she had smiled, kissed me lightly and said, "Can't wait for tonight, it's going to be special." That smile now felt like mockery. The flowers I had chosen, the heartfelt speech I had rehearsed in my head, the anticipation of seeing her joy, all of it overshadowed by the divorce papers in her hands. My heart pounded, a mix of anger, disbelief, and sorrow, each emotion competing for dominance. I tried to talk to her, to reason, but it was useless. She moved past me effortlessly, engaging guests, laughing lightly, acting as if nothing had happened. Each interaction was measured, deliberate, a reminder that she was in full control of this narrative. Meanwhile, I felt like a shadow, a silent observer trapped in a reality I hadn't chosen. The evening stretched on, her laughter and charm captivating the room, and I realized with a sinking clarity that nothing I said or did would undo the statement she had made. This was her moment, her victory, and I had been blindsided by the very woman I had trusted most. By the time the cake was brought out, the celebration had fully shifted into her narrative. Friends clapped politely, some nervously, some unsure how to react to the spectacle unfolding before them. Isabella took center stage, holding the papers like a trophy, smiling as if the entire room was witnessing her triumph over me. I felt a mixture of disbelief, humiliation, and an aching sadness that made my chest tight and my hands shake. I finally approached her, determined to confront the reality of what she had done. "Isabella, enough," I said firmly, my voice cutting through the polite chatter. "This isn't a celebration, it's cruel. Our marriage, everything we've built. This isn't a joke." She looked at me with calm eyes, unbothered. "Tony, it's just life," she said lightly. "I told you I wanted out. I wanted everyone to see that I'm moving forward. Isn't it better this way? No secrets, no pretenses. Just honesty." Her words hit me like a cold wave. The honesty she spoke of wasn't a gift, it was a weapon. She had decided to rewrite the narrative of our relationship in front of everyone, leaving me no room to respond, no space to grieve privately. I realized, painfully, that I had been holding on to a version of our marriage that existed only in my mind. Her reality had always been different, one I hadn't fully seen until now. I looked around the room at friends frozen between shock and awkward amusement, and then back at her, the woman I had trusted, loved, and planned a life with. The weight of her smile, the papers in her hands, and the laughter surrounding us pressed down on me like a physical force. And then I understood. The choice was mine. I could let this moment define me, allow her theatrics to break me, or I could step away, reclaim my dignity, and start anew. I took a deep breath, feeling the resolve build inside me. "Fine," I said quietly but with strength. "We're done. Enjoy your victory." She blinked, momentarily caught off guard, then smiled again, this time a flicker of surprise crossing her features. I turned, walked through the crowd, and out into the cool night air. The laughter faded behind me, replaced by silence, clarity, and the understanding that some endings are not meant to be mourned endlessly. They are meant to be survived, learned from, and left behind. That night I realized something crucial. Humiliation can be public, but dignity is always private. And while she held the divorce papers in triumph, I carried something far more enduring, the knowledge that life goes on, that I would rebuild, and that no spectacle could define who I truly was.